And people say all the time, when I eat healthy, then I can be happy. When I'm super fit, then I'm be happy. When I've got the body I want, then I can be happy. When I've got the friends I want, then I can be happy. When my kids are good, then I can be happy. I say, be happy now without reason, or you'll never be happy. Now, right now. My happiness, I'm not happy because I'm a good cyclist or I'm eating really well or I'm healthy. That makes it easy to be happy, but I'm happy, I choose to be. I choose to be happy in the moment because happiness is only experienced in the present moment. And that happiness drives me to want to eat better, to be fit, to be the person I am. So again, be happy without reason right now or you never will be. Thanks for watching.
Alright, welcome to the videos. If you like these B-roll videos, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the B-roll, give thumbs down. First question is, this is about fake people. Who's legit, who's shit, who's fake, and who's Jake? So we have a question here. Would you be able to make a video on how to surround yourself with the right people and how to tell who's legit and who's fake? I'm sure you've gone through countless friends as people start to show their true colours and turn out to be unsupporting, manipulative, ingenuine, or fake as fuck. How about narcissistic in there? And I figured you'd have some knowledge on it. That would be awesome if you were able to do a video on it. Thanks, mate. Alright, so let's talk about how to separate legit from the shit. Maybe I can tell some of my stories, but you have 25 hours. Let's talk about today. Today, actually, there was a hater, turned out to Chiang Mai, who used to be a fan, someone I helped out a decent amount. In terms of all the girls he hangs out with today, he met through me. The cycling friends he has, he met through me. Came to my event a few years. I even found a failure in his carbon fork. His fork was about to fail catastrophically, and helping get warranty when he came to Adelaide even. So just a fake guy. He makes his money as an online poker player. Good poker player, just takes advantage of noobs. Strips them of cash, makes a lot of money doing that. Which I think is very unethical, given the gambling crisis we have today. I mean, some people, like some rich bankers, can gamble; they can afford it. But if you're doing online stuff, just targeting, preying on noobs, and fleecing with their cash when they have a gambling addiction, I think that's just unethical. And this guy even admitted that to me a couple of years ago at Durianriders. He was like, "Oh, so how do you make your money? You obviously got a lot of money. I can tell people have got money. So you got a lot of money, mate." And he's like, "Yeah, don't tell anyone, but I do online gambling." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't do it anymore, though. I made a lot of money. I don't do it anymore." But he lied to my face. He still does it, even to this day. So, people like that. So last year when that Scandinavian guy with the eyes 15 centimeters apart in his forehead, he was making all those slander videos about me. And his Chiang Mai cyclist wife, he was like liking him, supporting him, and just trashing. So it was good. It was an example of last year was fantastic cleanse for me. And I made a few mistakes as well, but it was a great cleanse of see who's your mate and who's going to stick the daggers in as soon as they get the opportunity. Yeah, fuck Durianrider Hollies, fuck, and it just showed me who's who. It's like when you fall over and you get back up, watch who's clapping and watch who's like, oh shit, they go back up. When you trip over, watch who's laughing, watch who's giving you a hand up. And when someone else is getting maybe a bit of success, or a bit of fitness, or a bit of weight loss, or a bit of looks, or just they're getting a bit better themselves, watch what happens to their head. Are they still friendly? Like, they start getting real narcissistic and like, oh, you're like, I'm faster than you, Harley, or almost as fast as you, or hey, I kissed a girl now. I'm like a gamer. And you see them become these they're still beta because they're only sniffing around chicks they met through you, or hanging out with people they only met from you because all their old friends ditched them because they're just sort of weird, ungrateful brats. So how do you find out who's legit and who's fake? Have a social media profile, get some haters making videos about you, and then see who likes it or who stands up for it, whatever. But most people, that's not going to happen. Most people, I would just say ask favors of people. Ask favors of people. I like to do that occasionally. Ask favors of someone. Like how many of the YouTube channels that I've helped come up from ground zero, I could say today, hey, could you give such and such a shout out? Give me a shout out. Like how many of them? It's like pretty much fucking zero. And some of them are making like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off my advice, my template, me setting them up. But I could ask them a simple question like, hey, could you like a video? And they wouldn't, So it's like, it is sad in one way, but I'm glad to spread the high carb vegan message out there. But it just, how to tell someone is fake or not is asking for favors. Now, obviously, if you just met someone asking a big favor, then they might not. But if you've got a bit of a friendship going on, you're thinking, where's this going? Just ask for favors, and let them know that you're there for them. You know, because someone might go, well, why would I give you a favour? You going to give me a favour? And then people say, oh, it's just this transaction thing. Well, it's like everything's a transaction. You know, in nature, it's a transaction. So I believe that, like, all my relationships, my friendships are based on, do I feel that I can rely on this person? Can I ask them to do me stuff? Because they can fucking be sure that Durianrider will back them up if they need it. You know, so but I'm very, very selective these days of who I give my time and effort to. You know, over the years I've just like refined it back down because a lot of people mistake kindness for weakness. So the best way to see what someone's about, I would say, is to be a giving person. Give, and then see who's running with that and come back for more and say, oh, I need more of it. And you know, so see who's taking advantage of that. Right? See who's taking advantage of that, and then people taking advantage of that. You know, there's fake fucks, and they're dime a dozen, man. Like this guy today was saying, bro, you are dime a dozen. You get a DSLR camera, wear it over your shoulder. It's just another fucking Instagram wannabe. You take a few shots, you think your shit don't stink. You pretentious as fuck. You fake, blah blah blah. And it was great just telling it straight in this guy's face. He's not a real man. He's a pussy. He couldn't really speak. He's just like using poker game tactics on me. And I sent some messages on Instagram afterwards, just saying, you know, how pathetic and deplorable I find him and stuff like that. And just leaves it on the scene. Can't even communicate, whatever. So often these people, these fake people, just, you know, once they get what they want from you, they would just be like, yeah. They're like a mosquito. Once they can fill up get their fill, they move on to the next victim. And again, I don't take it personally. I don't go outraged like I did last year on the Doi. I just say it matter of factly. This is what I think about you. Blah 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 blah. Keep your voice calm. Just be honest, and it's like incredibly, incredibly liberating just to be able to be totally honest with someone and just be like, great. You know, if I never see that person ever again in my life, whatevs, you know. So it's fantastic. And then there's people there today witnessing it, and I'm not so afterwards. So sorry I had to see that, but I had to be honest. I just had to express my feelings. So I think it's all about expressing your feelings, but not going full. What's the word? You know, just keep it mature, keep your voice calm, and just be honest, objective, and shade disappointment, whatever. It's not about going full doing right on the Doi like last year. That was pretty silly. That was planned, and anyway, people take it out of context. Anyway, just ask people for favors, unsupporting, manipulate. And here's the thing: don't get too disappointed when you realize that most people out there are flaky as fuck. You know, how many YouTubers out there with 200,000 subscribers would spend time with absolute noobs, going out the door with them, or maybe answering emails or Tumblr questions, or, you know, having a Facebook group where it's $50 for lifetime, unlimited questions. Like none, you know what I mean? People get 50,000 subscribers to get their head up their ass. You know, give me $10,000 on Patreon, and I might turn up one day to a potluck. But I don't ask me too many questions. I don't have too many questions. I got a Patreon account. You know, I'm the big dog here. So it is like sickening, you know, in a way. It's all first world problems, but it is hilarious how fake and pretentious some motherfuckers get out there. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. But anyway, just ask favors. Yeah, so I've cut my friends list down to a minimum just by asking favors. And I'm like, okay, so that's what you stand for? Okay, great. Yep. And you're left with like a very, very small handful of people that you'd actually... if I had to... You know, I've got a very, very small handful of people that I would actually answer again questions, you know, other than like the total noobs who are just looking for some direction. I'll send them a video or, you know, send them a link to here or whatever. But there's very, very few people that I'd make time out of my day to get back to their questions. There's maybe 3 or 4 maybe, you know, and that list can always change as well. So, yeah, it was hilarious. I remember, if I could tell you another story, if you're still here, I remember... the other day, I was like, had a question about blood clots, and I remember this YouTuber who's got about 200,000 subscribers now. I got him on YouTube. I said, Drew, create a YouTube channel. He's like, oh, I don't know, you know, he's talking about blood clots. He's asking me advice about blood clots in his legs. So I'm not really too sure, you know, blood thinners, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, so I messaged him the other day, and he was on Messenger chat. I could see he was live. And I just sent him about 3 or 4 messages. Hey, man, I've got a question. Someone was asking about blood clots and warfarin and stuff like that. I know you some experience with that. It was a few years ago. You know, I hope you set your channel. Just no reply. And it's like, fucking hell. So now I know what that dude's about. You know, I think I already knew in the last few months what he's about, but it just goes to show, you know, what some people are about. People leave you unseen on messages or whatever. That always cracks me. I never leave anyone unseen. If I open a message, I fucking reply to it. That's my personal policy. That's why I've got bloody 10,000 unanswered emails, I guess. But literally, so it's over 74,000 on Tumblr and counting. So it would be how do you tell someone's? Let us know in the comment section down below. How do you tell if someone's shit or legit? Ask favors from them. If I'm in a relationship with someone like boyfriend, girlfriend, as soon as I don't feel they'll do anything for me, just as I'll do anything for them, then my interest it's dropping right off. As soon as I feel that lack of loyalty, and loyalty isn't like, loyalty for me is like having someone's back when they want it, is doing them favors or whatever they want from you. You do that because they know that they can ask the same from you. You drop everything and just jump. You be there. That's different. People are like, oh, that's not a relationship. Like, what's that? It's like a dictatorship. Dictatorship is where someone does stuff for you, but you'd never do nothing for them. Like Saddam Hussein, whatever his name was. What's his name? Saddam Hussein, whatever. Or George Bush, stuff like that. So we're talking about this before with Natasha. It's about interdependence. It's where you've got two independent people that come together and they join forces and they're there for each other. I feel like I can ask Natasha anything and she'll do it, and she can ask me anything and I'll do it as well. So that's for me, that's so important in a relationship. And if any relationship I had in the past, that's always why I've gotten out, is because I didn't feel that. Just one day something happened and it's like it wasn't there. And then I'd do another test, and it just like until eventually I'm like, let's just be friends because this ain't working for me. But again, that's a two-way street. That's a two-way street. So you can be like, I'm going to ask my partner to do this and that, and it's like, well, but do they really feel that they can ask or depend on you? All right. So definition of greedy is take, not give anything back of equal value or more or whatever. So again, pushy. We talked about this before. Someone who's pushy is someone who isn't willing to do stuff. It's like if I say, hey, clean my umbrella now. Don't be a pushy, greedy fucker. But if you knew that I'll do that for you, then okay, hard to do that for me, no worries. So any relationship or friendship's all about that communication strength, and the quality of your relationship is in direct proportion to quality of communication together. So if you got that communication going, that's everything. That's the foundation of a relationship. Communication. Creating an environment where people can open up, speak up, and you might have people who don't have the experience you have, or they might have the experiences you don't have, or insights. So there might be like a bit of like, this is weird, this is new, I don't know. But if you're creating a safe space, and you're persistent and tolerant and loving, then people will open up over time. So you've got to create that. You've got to create the arena if you want the players to be in there. So that's it there. How to determine who's shit legit is ask favors, and let people know you're there for them. And if they're not there for you when you really need it, then see you later. And then some people will be there for you. All right, if you watch my videos enough, there's been people out there who had my back, but then as soon as they got a chance to stab it, they were there like 10 or 20 other people. Like, yeah. Well, they always had my back, and then as soon as declining popularity was a chance to take over, it was like, yeah, just come on in. So, I mean, if you've been watching my videos for a while, I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to give any more attention to the dramas out there, but I do like to share the stories. But if you've been watching my videos long enough, you know who we're talking about. The fakes and the dogs and all that stuff. But that's just human nature, man. There's all desperate people out there. So, and people just, it's just people. So if you are going to be a giving person, if you want to create changes in society and make your life of purpose and leave a positive legacy, then you have to detach from the fact that most people out there are pretty fucked up. Most people would take advantage of you, fuck you over. If you like this guy today, like if I put my life savings on a poker game, he'd take it. He wouldn't say, hey man, like this is a big thing, like what are you going to do? Like he'd just take it. He goes, sorry man, too bad, sorry. That's the sort of person he is. So it's like, some people out there like that, and I don't want to hang around with them, and I don't hang around with them. These days, age 41, I quickly sniff out who's who. Maybe when I was a few years ago, I was a bit more naive and trusting and gullible, but these days, I sniff out people like that pretty quick, and I'm pretty quick to, even quicker, once I acknowledge who they are, cut them out of my life completely. Once they burn a bridge with Durianrider, it's like, game over, I'm done, I'm out. Because there's too many people out there, there's too many good people out there to spend any time with these shit cunts, fake fucks, narcs, whatever. People with, personality issues, etc., etc. So, I mean, these people do need love and guidance, but maybe not from you or me. Because if they abuse that, then God help them. God help them. So there you go. That's my video. How to tell who's fake, who's legit. Ask favours. Be trusting. Be giving. And again, don't take it personally if people try and burn that. Because that's just some people out there just all are warped, man. They're warped.